Welcome to my review of the Dell Inspiron 5675 gaming PC. In the box, you also get a 70-inch power cable, a fairly nice quality Dell keyboard and mouse, and a 1-year subscription of McAfee antivirus. As I'm sure you can already tell, externally this is a beautiful PC. It has a nice matte gray plastic, seems very high quality on all sides, but here you have black plastic and it's like a grill so you can see straight through it. Inside you have a hexagonal pattern, and then you have blue LED lighting. Now this can only be blue, so it's either on or off, and it's always blue, but I'm completely fine with that because I think it looks beautiful in blue. Dell logo also lights up. Power button is on top, and on the back you can see a fan, and you can also see more of the blue LED lighting. On the front panel it features an optical drive, universal audio jack, USB-C, 2 USB 3s, 2 USB 2s, and an SD card slot. On the back it features a place to put a lock if you don't want anyone getting inside. Here on the back panel, as we said, you have a fan, you have PS2 for your mouse and keyboard, 4 USB 3s, 2 USB 2s, an Ethernet port, all of your audio jacks like microphone and audio out, etc. You have your graphics card bays here. The first one is filled with our RX 570 with an HDMI and 3 display out ports. And then of course you have your power supply with the indicator light and where you plug it in. For takedown, simply remove 2 screws, one here and one at the top right there. And then this whole side panel can slide back, up and off. So now that we're inside, let's talk specs. I got mine with the air cooler, Ryzen 7 1700X, RX 570 down here, and as you can see there's one more fan. Do note that the internals might be different if you get it without a Ryzen processor. One stick of 8GB of 2400 MHz RAM, DDR4, comes with slots for M2, SATA, and PCIe SSDs. It does not come with the SSD pre-installed unless you choose that upgrade option, which I did not. Of course, you have the power supply unit down here. Hard drive is the 1TB at 7200 RPM. The motherboard. This is very hard to find because they do not list it on their website. However, the motherboard it comes with is the Dell made and Dell proprietary 07PR60 motherboard. It's worth noting that it does support overclocking with the AMD Ryzen Master utility, and it comes with the AMD Promontory X370 chipset with Realtek audio. It does have support for dual graphics cards, and there's one extra slot if you want to expand your RAM, because it does not come with that much. The Ryzen 7 1700X, which I got mine with, has a base clock of 3.4 GHz and has turbo boost up to 3.8. Wait, no, it's AMD, it's called Precision Boost. It's not Intel, get it right. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, this computer features Wi-Fi. However, oddly enough, mine is not working right now, and it also features Bluetooth. Now into some benchmarks. While Warface isn't a particularly graphically demanding game, or for that matter, a resource demanding game, with graphics on max, it certainly is no joke. We are consistently averaging 90 to over 100 frames per second. Now, Flight Simulator X, on the other hand, is an extremely graphically demanding game, especially on the CPU, which is interesting because you'd think it'd be on the graphics card, but no, it's on the CPU. And here, with the extremely highly detailed payware Aerosoft A320, we're still getting a consistent 40 to 50 FPS on high settings. and the Aerosoft A320 looks better than ever. In the cockpit view, that drops down to 20 to 30 frames per second, but that is still very playable. And keep in mind, this is the settings on high. Most people, medium is enough, and that would increase your frame rate even more. So now, we're just running a raw performance test. This is the pass mark, and we're running a full system performance test, which includes CPU, GPU, hard drive, RAM, etc. So yeah, I'll be back when that's done. Alrighty, we have our final results, and as expected, they're quite impressive. CPU 95 percentile, graphics, 3D is the one that matters most, I'd say, 91st percentile. Memory mark, slightly lower, only 52nd. That's still quite good if you think about it. But it's only 52nd because we only have 8 gigs. You can always add more yourself. And then disk mark, 52nd as expected because we don't have an SSD, which once again you can add yourself. And to wrap it all up, some temperatures. Starting off with the CPU, which is the Ryzen 7 1700X, with the stock air cooler. Idle, 31 Celsius, and IDA 64 with no overclock, after 10 minutes, 60 degrees Celsius, and 72 degrees Celsius after 10 minutes when overclocked to 3.8 gigahertz, and running the IDA 64. Very nice. And finally, our GPU temps, which is the Radeon RX 570, once again with all the stock cooling, an idle of 50 degrees Celsius, and when running the IDA 64, without overclock, 82 degrees Celsius. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this helped you guys in your decision whether to buy this computer or not. I don't regret it at all. It's very nice, and it's one of the few exceptions where when you get it, it's pre-built, and the price is less than if you were to build it yourself with the same specs. And yes, I confirmed that using PC Part Picker. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope this helped, and see you next time.